Welcome back to Unqualified and Uneducated, where we give you our unqualified and uneducated opinions on all things sports, movies, TV, anime, music, and anything else that's really interesting. So joining me on this episode, as always, is the homie Carl out in Clovis. What's up, bro? How you doing?
What's up, man? It's going pretty good over here. Excited to get going here, and I'm glad it's the weekend because I'm dead tired.
Well, I hate to break it to you. It's Sunday, bro.
You're right.
The weekend is over.
You're so right, dude. I had to freaking grade test yesterday on Saturday, and then like half my day was gone, and then I was busy for the second half, and I didn't just have that one moment where I could just relax, you know. And then today, I had to tutor somebody. I got to do all my laundry. Oh my goodness, dude. It's just why is doing laundry so stressful, you know?
You know, that's honestly, I'm not a fan of laundry anymore. I used to think it was a lot easy when I would just throw my clothes in there and leave and come back, but as you get older, you get more clothes.
It's the truth.
And it just takes more time to wash all those clothes. So, and it's always a pain. So I feel you on that. So we actually have a lot to talk about this episode, and we could a lot of it has to do with basketball. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a basketball centric episode because there was some interesting things going on in the NBA, or there's some interesting things that are happening in the NBA. I really want to start off something that's kind of close to if you're a Kings fan or you know anything about the Kings, this one's kind of close to home. But it's the drama that's going on in the Suns organization. And I don't know if a lot of you are aware of what's happening, but it's complete dysfunction.
Hold on. How is this close to being a Kings fan?
Dude, we are the epitome of dysfunction. Are we outside of?
Oh, I see. I get it.
Outside of this year, and I want to say last year. Last year for the Kings went by pretty smoothly. If it wasn't for like the national media, we really didn't have that many problems last year that I can think of. Actually, we had zero problems last year, other than Zach Randolph moving that weight, and by weight I mean pounds and pounds of weed.
That's right. I forgot that happened, bro.
Other than Zach Randolph going Breaking Bad on us in the summertime, our season went by pretty well. But the Suns, they're going through some things right now because I don't know if you're aware of this, but they're trash. Like, they're trash. I think they're like 4 in whatever record they have. And, you know, they have the number 1 pick in the draft, DeAndre Ayton. They have their cornerstone shooting guard, Devin Booker. And they have what you would think would be pieces. They picked up Ariza in the over the summer. They picked up Jamal Crawford. You got 2 guys, veteran leadership. They had T.J. Warren, small forward who can score. You got who else? You got Josh Jackson. I think he was the 4th overall pick. And
they drafted the Michael Bridges.
They actually got Michael Bridges. So you look at this team on paper and you think, wow, this team is going to compete. And this team, they're all young. This team can really do something in the upcoming years. Not so much this year, but in a few years they could turn into something. But, you know, they're off to a really rocky start because they've gotten blown out in quite a few games. But recently in the game they played against the Kings, I watched the whole game, and it was really bad. I mean, at one point the Kings were up like 36 or 37-9 in the first quarter.
Dude, I know. I saw that. And I was like, what the hell? The freaking Suns are super garbage.
And the thing about that game was the Kings weren't even playing good. Like yeah, they were playing good enough to be in the lead, but wasn't one of our best games. So that was that. And I just started feeling bad because like the Suns couldn't make a shot at all. They were turning the ball over. They were discombobulated. There was no chemistry. And then the fans were just, man, it's like the fans were booing and everything. So I felt I knew what that was like. I know that feeling of like when your team is just trash and it just keeps on getting worse and worse. But
we ain't never booed the Kings though.
The Kings have. I think the Kings have gotten booed, but it's only been times where they deserve it. Like you can't. I wouldn't. I can't say you should boo a team if they just can't make shots. Like, you know what I mean?
That's true.
If they're just not falling, they're just not falling. But the Suns, they were turning the ball over. It was just I just felt bad for them. But so I thought to myself, I was like, man. Because I'm always on like the Kings, like King fan pages and things like that, like Sacktown Royalty and like the Bleacher Report King side. I'm looking at the fan comments and things like that, and Cowbell Kingdom. I'm always on those type of fan pages.
Yeah, I've seen those articles from Cowbell.
So the general mood of our fans are.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, what is it like on the Sun side? And then so I started digging on the Sun side of the fan page and everything. It's really bad. Like I found out that there's beef. There's actually beef between Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. There's the fans are upset at Trevor Ariza. They're upset at Booker. They're upset at DeAndre Ayton. They're upset at the whole team. The Trevor Ariza thing is kind of funny. It's because apparently, so he took the money. I think he's getting paid like 1 year, $14 million, and so he didn't go back to the Rockets. And apparently, it seemed people, based on what they were saying, and fans, they can be a little over dramatic, but they basically said that as soon as he found out the team was trash, he stopped playing hard.
He played 5 minutes in the first quarter.
Honestly, bro, that's what somebody said. It was the first game. They said after the first game, he stopped playing hard. So, and then when his name got in the trade rumors, he started picking up the effort. Because he wants teams to know he's valuable and he's worth that high price at a year at $14 million. So they're upset at him. And then this is what with the DeAndre. I wouldn't say they're so much upset at DeAndre Ayton. It's just really tough for any draft pick that was drafted before Luka Doncic. Really.
Yeah, I know that dude is ridiculous.
Any draft pick before Luka Doncic, if you got drafted before Luka, everyone is like upset with you, or they wish that they had Luka, so it seems bad on their end. And it's just like you gotta let especially the bigs, you gotta let them develop, and you gotta give him time. I'm pretty sure DeAndre Ayton will bounce back at some point. This is his rookie year. I know his defense is really bad, but he's a rookie. You gotta give him that. But here's where the beef is. Apparently, after a game, and after our game in particular, DeAndre Ayton and Devin Booker had words. They got into a verbal altercation, and this wasn't the first time.
What are they arguing about?
I guess the first time it was about what rotation that DeAndre Ayton didn't make, and I'm thinking, whoa, Devin Booker's telling somebody about defensive rotations.
I know, what the hell?
Like, whoa, that's a no. I don't know if he should be the one. But, they had that, and then this one, I guess, was about effort. And then once again, I'm like, whoa, what is Devin Booker talking about effort? He's not even playing right now. You know what I mean? So, and then there was some comments from DeAndre Ayton. I can't find the article, but his basic thing was, he was basically like, this is my team.
Oh my damn.
Yeah, he actually said that. This is my team. I'm gonna be here for a long time. So when, people aren't giving effort, I don't really care if they're a 15-year vet or if you're a rookie. I'm going to call you out on that, and everyone needs to get effort. I feel that. I want the team to succeed. So, there's good stuff in there. But at the same time, it's like, you're a rookie, bro.
That is not your team.
It is not your team. I don't know if he's aware that Devin Booker just got paid like 100 and...
I know. That's Devin Booker's team with that contract that he signed.
Yeah, what is it, like 143 million? There's some more than that.
It was ridiculous money.
I think it's like 160 or something like that.
It was huge.
So, I'm not sure if DeAndre Ayton knows that it's really Booker's team. And he was saying, I'm going to be here for a long time. And I'm like, I think Devin Booker's going to be there for a long time too.
Yeah.
So there's that issue. And then I don't know. I sent that video to you, right, of the Suns coach. I don't know how to say his name. I don't want to butcher it out of respect for the coach. But Michael Bridges and the coach got into, like, I wouldn't call it a physical altercation, but Michael Bridges was waving off the coach as far as Michael Bridges was coming he was coming out the game for a substitution, heading to the bench. The Suns coach was trying to coach him or say something to him, and Michael Bridges really wasn't having it. Like, he was pushing the coach's arms away from him. He was just like, he didn't want to listen to the coach. And I don't know what type of history that they have outside of, the game. We only see what's going on in the game. We don't see the practices. So we don't know their relationship. But it was just really weird to me to see a rookie try to wave off a coach like that. And this is a coach that has experienced. I'm pretty sure he's coached in the NBA before as an assistant coach. I might be wrong, but I know he's had a lot of success overseas, particularly with Luka Doncic. He was Luka Doncic's coach at one point, and he's coached overseas. So it was weird to see that a rookie kind of just give that much disrespect. And I can understand you don't like the coach, but you still, listen to him. And it was weird to see a rookie do that in public. So there's just a lot going on with the Suns, and they don't even have a point guard yet.
Wait, where did Tyler Ulis go?
They cut him.
Where's he at now?
Let me see. Let me look it up. The last I heard,
they should have kept Tyler Ulis on that team. That was Devin Booker's boy.
Yeah, he was.
I'm watching the video right now. I actually couldn't see it the other night.
Are you watching between Michael Bridges and the coach?
Yeah. It didn't look too bad. It just looked like the coach was trying to talk to him, and then Bridges was just like probably pissed about the play. I don't think it was anything to read too much into. I can't see Michael Bridges as someone who's going to cause a team problems like that,
But that's the thing, though. Like, I think it looks bad. But I just feel like, with all this compounded on top of everything, plus they're losing, that whole situation just looks bad.
I think the big thing is the DeAndre Ayton, Devin Booker beef. It's like they're trying to, the Suns were trying to capture the Shaq Kobe combo.
Yeah.
With that prolific shooting guard center.
Mm-hmm.
But all they got so far is the feud between the shooting guard and the center, not the skill. They got the two button heads before they're even good.
That's true. That's true. Like, Shaq and Kobe at least won a championship and a half before they started beefing. These guys have only won 4 games, I think.
These guys haven't even won 5 games and they're beefing.
Yeah, like, oh man, like, so they're most likely gonna get the number 1 pick or close to it. So,
Zion.
I don't know. Like, they need a point guard. They need to draft a point guard.
Zion's a point guard.
No, they need. Or know what they should do? They should make a trade for Markelle Fultz. That's what they should do.
They should.
They should do that. They should. I don't know what cycle. I don't know what's going on with him. Trevor Ariza on the.
The Sixers need more small forwards.
Yeah, they might need it. Who knows? But yeah, send Trevor Ariza to the Suns. They get for a pick, and for Markelle Fultz. Maybe you send Michael Bridges over there too. I don't know, but yeah. So I hope the Suns, they can turn around. Not too much, because we still want to beat them. And I got our guy Marvin Bagley. He's gonna be compared to Jaren Jackson, DeAndre Ayton, and Luka Doncic for the rest of his career. So keep up or try to do better, but not too much better. My guy still needs to be better than you guys.
Nah, they could just stay trash. I don't care.
You're right. Yeah, never mind. Just stay trash.
I ain't gonna pull for the Suns in any which way, man.
And
have Kings Summer League or whatever. We got beef with the Suns, bro.
Oh, that is true.
Who was it trying to get little fights with the Suns with Bender?
It was Giles.
Giles.
Bro, you know what the funniest thing was? That beef came back alive during the game.
That's real, bro.
Giles was in.
Is the boy.
Giles was in. And it was like he was balling. He played 10 minutes in garbage time and scored 13 points on the Suns. I want to say all 13 was against Bender.
I hope so.
And then there was like a possession, like Bender tried to like contest a shot against Frank Mason, and Frank fell out of bounds, and then Giles just pushed him. He just pushes Bender. I don't even know if Bender had anything to do with Frank Mason falling, and then so they gave Giles a technical.
Oh my god!
And then he started talking to the bench. He started talking to the Suns bench, and then he called for the ball, crossed up Bender. When somebody else got in front of him, then he threw the legs dribble and then scored the ball, got fouled.
Giles.
And then he started talking to, I don't know if you remember Corliss Williams. Yeah, he used to be one of our coaches. Coach. Yeah, he was on the Suns, and they were talking. They like nothing aggressive. They were just like joking around and stuff.
Yeah.
But I just watched that, and I'm like, man, I can't wait. I can't wait till he gets the motor and the confidence to really play in NBA. I can't wait to see that. So moving on. So we covered the Suns drama. You want to go over to the 76ers drama?
Yeah.
This is a drama-filled podcast. I'm gonna let you go off on your boy Jimmy Butler.
All right. So first off, Jimmy Butler is the biggest plague in the NBA right now. My man just goes to whatever team he wants.
Can you repeat?
That's up the future of that team. I swear, bro.
Can you repeat that for me one time? Say that again so that people know.
Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Mr. Buckets. He is the plague of the NBA. My mans will come to your team, destroy all of your youngins' confidence, and just try to suck up all the shots and just make everybody pissed off.
Why do you say that?
What happened when he went to Minnesota?
Oh yeah, he killed everybody.
Everybody, all the youngins, bro. Cat unhappy. Wiggins trash, more trash than usual.
Yeah, more trash than usual.
Tyus Jones, was he even on the team?
No, it was Tyus Jones. He was on the team.
Tyus Jones, that dude became irrelevant, right? And they were all scared Jimmy, right? Yep. And then right when Jimmy leaves, Timberwolves are actually looking kind of nice.
Okay, yeah, no, I agree. But Karl Anthony Towns is kind of soft. And Andrew Wiggins is just kind of trash for what he's getting paid for.
But they're not as soft and trash now.
They're okay, yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to play like the.
Bro, I just got it out for Jimmy Butler. I got problems with this guy.
Okay, because right now they're going through the thing with the 76ers. Joel Embiid is upset with his role.
Yeah, Joel Embiid, arguably, probably, what do you want, like, easily top 10 player in the league, right?
Yeah, any given night, he could be the best center in the league.
Yeah, easily, like, a top 10 player in the league. They seem to start out pretty good with Jimmy, you know? Like, the Sixers are looking nice. Jimmy's making a bunch of, like, big-time shots and plays. Now, like, a few days ago, I seen some article come out. Joel Embiid unhappy, man. He's unhappy about his role since Jimmy got there.
Yeah.
And all I'm thinking is, wherever this dude goes, if they have like some young talent who's essentially the cornerstone of their team, like Cat for the Timberwolves or Embiid for the Sixers, this dude just goes and ruins whatever's going on.
Yeah. See, that's in. I think it will eventually escalate to tension between Jimmy and Joel Embiid. I don't think there is right now. But I think this is all the coach's fault. On both sides. I think it's Thibodeau's fault, and I think it's Brian Brown. I don't know, Brent.
I think it's Brett. Yeah, I think it's Brett.
Brett. I think it's his fault as well, because if you have a center like Karl Anthony Towns and you have a center like Embiid, don't you think you would want them working inside?
Yep.
Like Embiid said that basically in what Embiid was saying is the coach is using him as a stretch five now. He's out on the perimeter more. And he's shooting more threes, even though his 3-point field goal percentage is like 29% right now. And they're having him as a stretch. Basically, he's a stretch five. When honestly, he probably has the best post game in the league.
Yeah, easily, dude. He's the most like his whatever like his. I guess technically his like second year last year.
Yeah.
In the league, that dude was the most polished center like. With his actual post moves. He's the only guy I actually seen use post moves.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like I want him to take at least 10 shots in the post, 5 shots from alley or like 5 baskets from alley oops. You know, get 15 out from those, and then you know you can shoot your threes and everything.
Yeah, he could hit like 1 or 2 a game.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, he doesn't need to do anything else.
Yeah, it was kind of like for me how I feel about bigs was remember when DeMarcus first started shooting threes?
Oh yeah.
Like I pretty much for me it was like okay, in the beginning of the game shoot a 3, if it goes in you can shoot another one, but if you miss it just stay in the post. Like I don't think you want your center like really just hanging unless he's like Brook Lopez or like a like a like the only one I can really think of like I don't know, LaMarcus Aldridge shoots from deep twos. You know, unless they're like those bigs that really shoot like that. You want your big in shooting close to the basket where his height is an advantage.
Yeah, because then he's there to like cause issues. He can get an offensive rebound every once in a while, and just he's just there. I mean, yeah, it might seem like he might clog the lane, but dude, you're an NBA coach. You should know how to create offense or plays where he doesn't have to sit outside like he's some sharpshooter.
That's what I was thinking. And then Jimmy, I don't think Jimmy can play with a big.
No,
because his most success was in Chicago to me, and they never had a real big. They had Joakim Noah, but he wasn't like I'm a score big. He was like I'm gonna set up the team and run the offense type big. But he wasn't.
Yeah, it's because Jimmy Butler he has a lot of like mid range. Mm-hmm. Right, that's what like it seems like at least when I haven't watched him play in a while, but when I used to watch him, he's always like pretty strong with like turnarounds in mid range area, which is hard if you have a big because
they're there.
It's like that's the big's area. Yeah. Again, a coach should be able to figure that out, but
and that's the problem. The biggest problem with Jimmy is he's just not as talented as these guys who lead teams, and I think
dude's a C-list superstar.
Let's go B. He's like
I'm gonna go D-list.
No, he's B-list. Like Max Kellerman. We always talk about that 5-point scale. He's on that upper 3.5 to lower 4 on the 5-point scale. You know, but he has like the attitude of like a 4.5 or a 5-point scale player, and it's just that he's his talent. He's good, but he's not great. And I think teams and the coaches, they fall in love with that personality, and they kind of run more plays for him than they should for Embiid. Embiid and Cat should have the most shot attempts out of anybody on the roster. It doesn't matter. I don't care who's on your team. Well, depending, unless they're the 5-point players, but like, your best player, like Cat, your center, should have the most shots in the post than any other player on your team. Same thing with Embiid. But I think Jimmy Butler they probably trying to work him into the offense, get him comfortable. They're probably prioritizing some things. But at the same time, I would want to say Joel Embiid, kind of cool off right now. Just let it. It's December. We still got time until these playoffs comes around. There's still times to get adjusted to this. The one thing I had 2 problems with this, or mainly one. My biggest problem, I think Embiid should have probably went to the coaches about this instead of the media. Like, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I definitely think. It's not like they're playing bad. The Sixers are winning. They're doing a lot better. Yeah. Now that Jimmy's there, so he in all reality, he should just be happy with what's happening because they actually look good. They easily are going to be, I want to say, the number 2 team in the East. Mm-hmm. Easily, I think. Ooh, that's tough, but ooh, yeah, I get just because now they have on paper that kind of starting lineup that has just that much ability they can hang with.
On paper, I can give you that on paper, talent wise, because I like the Raptors. I like the Raptors a lot.
No, I like the Raptors too. And I'm just saying, like, who on the Raptors is going to guard Joel Embiid?
Nobody.
Who in the league or who in the East can guard Joel Embiid? Nobody can.
Nobody.
So that's all. Like they have to. If right now they look good. Well, people always crying, and I don't like Jimmy Butler because he requested for a trade. So I'm just trying to go out his head, bro.
Yeah, I feel you, but like if Joel Embiid is on the 3-point line the whole game, I think teams can game plan against that. And they on the Raptors, they have Serge Ibaka, Pascal Siakam.
Actually, the Raptors do have like I've always thought the Raptors have like some dope defensive lineup because they could have Kawhi Leonard, OG Anunoby
at the yep.
Freaking Pascal Siakam and Serge Ibaka.
Yeah, and Kyle Lowry can play defense too.
They got the most defense.
Yeah, that's a nice defensive like point guard to center. This got to be one of the best in the league.
Easily, that would just be. I forgot. I've always thought about that like team, especially since Kawhi went there. I was just like, dude, they have so many defenders now.
That's a scary defensive team. So like, I feel like to me they're the best team in the East. The thing is, the Celtics are playing a lot better, and we got to give a shout out to the Celtics because last night they got burgers on the Bulls.
Oh, they got hell.
They got burgers. I think it was like 56 burgers.
Yeah, something like that.
The threshold is 40. You beat a team by 40, you get burgers. They overate. The Celtics overate, so they're starting to get better. Giannis needs some help, man.
Yeah, he doesn't stand a chance, bro.
Like it's not fair at the point, like, you know, because everybody has like right now, everybody either like has another like star player, you know, at least like Kawhi has Kyle Lowry,
yeah,
and Serge and a system. Like Giannis is kind of just doing that out there by himself, and which is actually kind of funny because it leads into our next topic.
Yeah.
So I don't know where this came out, but there was a quote from Giannis that basically went that he would rather Giannis turned down workout invites from LeBron and Carmelo over the summer. And he did this because he didn't understand why would he work out with these guys when he's trying to go at these guys. He didn't want those guys to learn how he plays, how he preps. He doesn't want LeBron to get into his head. So he turned down those invites, and he doesn't like how the league is super buddy. So how do you feel about that?
Bro, you already know I love that, bro. First off, Giannis is my number one player in the league right now.
Yep.
Second of all, that is just my ideology for whatever I want the league to be. I'm tired of all these dudes squatted up doing this super team stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm hyped that Giannis is like essentially on board with that, not trying to like squat up with people. Granted, I think anybody in the NBA would have turned down Carmelo Anthony working out with them.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too.
But turning down LeBron, dude, Giannis is a beast, bro.
Yeah, no, like I honestly, like I say, I always say all the time, like I'm fine with player movement and stuff like that. I'm fine with them having a choice. But when you get a guy that's like, nah, I'm not cool with all that teaming up. I'm trying to go at these guys, you know. That's I really like that.
Yeah, I loved how he's like, I don't like this buddy league. I was like, yo.
And it's funny because like I don't know if he mentioned this, but that's basically what happened to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant before the Thunder went to the finals, LeBron was still in the Heat, right? And KD and the Thunder, they hadn't got to I think they had just made the playoffs and they got beat in the first round or whatever. But LeBron was like working out with KD, and then the end of the year, I think LeBron they lose to the Spurs and everything. No, they lose to the Mavericks that first time around. And then so LeBron's working out with KD. Then that same year, I believe, KD and LeBron are in the finals, and then the Miami Heat beat the Thunder 5-1 or 4-1. So
basically 5-1.
Basically, the score. Yeah, the game was the
they got crapped on that series.
And you know you gotta think about it. Like LeBron's working out with KD. LeBron learning his tendencies. You know what I mean? He's developing that little brother. This is my little brother. So when the time comes, it's easier to go at him. It's different now because now KD has that monster behind him, the Golden State Warriors. So like LeBron and KD in the finals isn't like 1-on-1 anymore like it used to be. So it's different now. And KD's older now. He's more mature, kind of. And his brain is more developed than it was.
Kind of.
Hey, man. Like, I got a problem with KD. Some of the back and forth he does on Twitter, It's a little
Yeah, that
immature.
dude's an idiot,
Yeah,
man. He
like
needs to relax. Just play ball.
Yeah, the burner accounts. He gets a little sensitive with like how people think about. He's a little sensitive sometimes. So
he does. Like he always, if someone talks crap on him, he finds them on social media like, "Oh, am I really a snake in the grass?" Like, yeah bro, you are. Just accept it.
Just accept it. Move on. You're rich. You're winning championships and you're balling.
Yeah.
Like, just ball, bro. Just do what you got to do.
I think his ego's still hurt by becoming like one of the top hated players in the league.
Oh yeah, I mean, because deep down inside, he knows he'll never be like one of the greatest of all time now because will always be known as a second banana. I mean, it's true.
What?
He's gonna be like he's like a second banana. That's funny.
Second banana, bro.
No, bro. What I'm trying to say is like, he's like on the Warriors, right? They won that.
No, you know what? I like the second banana because like if I eat one banana, I ain't trying to have another one.
And that's KD, man. He's just the second banana. He's gonna go in the second banana Hall of Fame. Like he's right up there with like Scottie Pippen, Kevin McHale,
Chris Bosh.
Dang, that's foul. Chris Bosh is like third banana, bro.
Oh,
I don't even think anybody ever had a third banana before. In the history of banana, eating, nobody's like some people probably has pushed that second banana, you know?
Yeah, they have because they did that like banana and Sprite challenge or whatever that was happening for a minute.
That's foul. Or like in a smoothie, they put two bananas in there. There's like, you know, Giannis felt like he having two bananas and 3 blueberries. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
there's some people that might need that second banana, but third banana, there's no third banana Hall of Fame because nobody knows about a third banana. Like check this out, like you're eating cereal, you cut up some bananas, you're like, man, I want a lot of bananas. You might go off of that second banana. You're gonna cut some off of that second banana. I'm telling you, if there's anybody out there that's ever eaten 3 bananas in one sitting, let me know.
There's something wrong with you if you're eating that much bananas in one sitting.
Eating 3 bananas is like having 3 bowls of cereal. Like there's something wrong with you. Like, okay, so right, you eat the first bowl, right? That's one bowl. The second bowl, you're kind of like, you know, I'm still a little hungry. I could do a second bowl. After you're done with that second bowl, you're like, I've never ever met somebody that said, you know what? I'm gonna have to go get that third bowl. I've never had the third bowl of cereal. I might just be me.
No, I think I've only done 2 just because like after the first bowl, if you got those like nice sugary cereals, they make the milk all like milk. Nice.
Yeah.
Then you pour it in on top of that, and it's just like it's cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever. I'm not saying. Yeah, it's exactly what I'm saying. You got eating 3 bowls of cereal. There's something wrong with you. Go make some eggs or something like that. Cereal's not what you need to eat that morning.
Yeah, you need something more substantial. You're eating 3 bowls of cereal.
You need 3 bowls of cereal. You need to go make a meal. Go grab some eggs and some bacon and make a real meal, like because like that's what unless you're having like these really delicate, fancy bowls, then I guess I can understand, but nah.
Yeah, we're talking one average American portion size.
Yeah,
so
that's
a good chunk.
It's like a bowl and a half to 2 bowls, and that should be enough cereal.
Yeah,
there's a lot of sugar in cereal.
Dude, you have too much cereal. It messes up the roof of your mouth.
Oh yeah, especially if you go freaking Captain Crunch, bro.
Captain Crunch goes to war on your mouth,
Captain Crunch, you got to go to the emergency room after a bowl of Captain Crunch. You gotta let that stuff.
Having that one time, and then like my mouth was bleeding.
No, I didn't understand. There was this one time when we were kids, man. Like we were always asking for Captain Crunch, right? And then my mom was like, "Nah, you eat your cornflakes, bro." So we were just eating these cornflakes, and then one Christmas, it was like during Christmas, there was like a Captain Crunch sale or something like that. My mom bought so much Captain Crunch. We ate Captain Crunch for like 3 weeks. Yo, my mouth was messed up for that month. Like, I remember that. It was like the first like 2 days, it was like the best day of my life. Like, wake up, Captain Crunch. Oh, yeah, man. I'm going to eat all the yellow ones first and then save all the blueberries for last. And I'm just going to have a bunch of blueberries and eat them. And then, you know, like that third morning, I remember waking up and I was like, man, I've already eaten all the blueberries. What am I going to do this time? And then it just gets worse. We just, you know, when we were younger, we had it hard. You had to work to get all blueberries. Now you can buy Captain Crunch with nothing but blueberries.
Yeah, what the hell is that about, bro?
I don't. That's what's wrong with this generation.
That's like if they made Lucky Charms where it's just
nothing
the
but marshmallows. You gotta work for things. This was wrong with the kids coming after us. They don't have to work for anything.
Yeah, man, they got privileged.
They got privileged out the hoo-ha, bro. Like, yo, what kind of idiot out there is buying blueberry Captain Crunch? Like, that's freaking crazy. All blueberries? Yo, that's foul. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you people out there eating 3 bananas, 3 bowls of cereals, and if all 3 of those bowls of cereal is all blueberries, yo, lock that guy up, man. Put him in an insane asylum, bro. That's the dude probably put the milk in first and then put the cereal on top.
Oh, no.
Now, if you out there eating first, okay, so check this out, bro. If you go to the store and you get a blueberry Captain Crunch, you got 3 bowls, and you're pouring the milk in first, then the cereal on top, you need to get deported. It is what it is. We can't have that type of crazy in this country.
That's the same type of people who be grabbing a piece of pizza and immediately biting at the crust, bro.
Oh, bro, if you biting at the... Oh, my gosh.
I got problems with that.
Yo, I don't care if you putting pineapples on your pizza. I don't care if you putting... You can put whatever you want on your pizza, but if you biting the crust first, I gotta go.
That's problems, bro. It's a pizza slice, so you can put the tip of the triangle in your mouth first.
You open your mouth super wide for the first bite. There's something wrong with you. A pizza is shaped just like an exercise. You warm up first, then you get to the end, and then you're not even like at the end. You know you. Yo, if they see, I get you probably right, bro. The people that's biting crust first are these crazy people.
These freaking people putting milk before their cereal,
putting
bro.
Milk in first, then the cereal on top, eating Captain Crunch blueberries, eating 3 bananas. Y'all some crazy people, man. But back to what we were talking about earlier. I don't even know. I think it was Kevin Durant, Chris Bosh.
Kevin Durant's a snake in the grass.
All right, yeah. So, what were you talking about, bro?
Chris Bosh being the 3rd banana.
Yeah. But I think there was a point. There had to be. There was a point to that.
Oh, it was Giannis.
Giannis just a man.
People.
Oh yeah. Giannis. Okay, but Giannis is just a man. Honestly, we talking about him not teaming up with people, but I hope that he's able to get some help. They made a trade recently. They sent Dellavedova to the Cavaliers. George Hill is on the Bucks, and I forgot who's going to some other team.
That's going to help Bucks out so much. Good old George Hill.
And then George Hill, he said he apologized for missing the free throw. It's so sad that he's still... That's going to haunt him for the rest of his life, bro.
Why did they even get George Hill? They have Eric Bledsoe, but they need another point guard for it.
And they have Brogdon.
Oh, my God, dude.
I think because last year, he had the best... I don't know when it stopped, but... Up to a point in the season, he had like the best free 3-point percentage in the league.
Dude, the Bucks should have tried to go all out, try to get Jimmy Butler.
Oh, geez. So he could ruin Giannis?
Nah, Giannis would have taken charge.
Giannis probably would have kicked him in the nuts.
Like he said, just get the hell out of my way.
Like he said he was going to do to Hazonia if Hazonia tried to walk over again. Oh, that's what I wanted to say.
Hazonia's a buster for that.
Yeah, Hazonia did not dunk on Giannis for all you people out there.
Giannis was trying to come.
You can't
1,000% effort.
Yeah,
ran back on defense, tried to swat him from behind while the dunk was halfway in the hoop, and everyone's like, "Giannis got dunked on."
You can't get dunked on from behind. Like, what type of logic is that?
You can't. They're like, Giannis got baptized.
Giannis.
It's like, you ever seen someone get baptized?
First of all, that was like one of the most athletic chase downs I've ever seen. He almost hit his head on the rim.
I know.
I was like, Giannis, you need to chill, bro. This is just the Knicks. And he didn't get dunked on. So y'all need to chill out with that stuff. All right.
I'm tired. Like, come on, man. Just because someone tries hard on defense, actually tries to run back, make an amazing defensive play, and then the dude dunks it, and then he goes for the block, everyone will say, he got baptized.
Nah, he didn't get baptized. And if you guys feel that way, go have your 3rd bowl of cereal and your 3rd banana.
Like, you can't get baptized from behind. That'd be like the pastor having the little water, and then you holding the baby behind him.
You just say that the pastor walks over the baby.
He He said, "You've been baptized." All he did was splash his hands in water with the baby sitting behind him.
Then he just put the baby on the ground and walks over him. He's like, "Yeah, what's up?
You just got baptized.
This is my house." All right, so we've covered. I'm looking at the topic docket. Yes, you guys, the topic docket is back. We're trying to bring the topic. I can't even say that anymore.
Topic docket.
Topic docket. We bringing the topic docket back. We're in the East. We're just in the East all this whole time. You know the Bulls fired the coach?
I honestly, not until you told me today that we were going to talk about it, I did not know that fool got fired.
And I realized something. I brought that up. I thought it was a good topic, but I don't really care.
Like, I love the dude Fred Hoiberg because he was a savage at college. Like, he did all that good stuff, and then I thought he was doing decent with the Bulls, but he got axed.
And you know what it was? Like, you know what it was? It was him and Jimmy had beef. I forgot about that. I don't know if I'm telling the truth or not, but I'm pretty sure that they had some issues, allegedly. Oh, yeah, everything.
Bro, everybody got issues with Jimmy.
Everything that we say on this podcast is alleged. Yeah. I think him and Jimmy had issues. That's why Jimmy got traded. Man. That's why Jimmy got traded.
Good.
So, yeah, they fired him. But this time they say, what I was reading was that Zach LaVine
Zach LaVine's a bum.
Zach LaVine was allowed to do anything in the locker room and allowed to do anything he wanted and didn't get punished.
Like, what's he doing to get punished?
I don't know. I guess he just was. I don't know.
He's a grown ass dude. Like, what's he like staying out past curfew?
There's some things that coaches are like. Coaches got to keep take the reins. I guess, but I guess Hoiberg never did that. That's why I'm sad he got fired because we didn't have. I always would say Zoidberg, Coach Zoidberg and the
good old
Zoidberg and the Bulls, but he's gone now. And so I'm kind of glad we passed on Zach LaVine, the Kings. We dodged the bullet there.
I never liked Zach LaVine as a player, so
yeah, I'm glad we. I felt like if we would have had him this year, I feel like we would have been probably scoring like 140 points a game.
And giving up 300 points a game?
Because he's actually balling, but the team's not doing good. So that's a real good correlation, And they were saying something. I think I read something that Wendell Carter wasn't listening to him, and it was just a whole bunch.
Man, some bum little dudes, man. I'm tired of these young dudes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I remember we talked about it in the draft.
We talked about it on the draft.
Yeah, we were talking about how the draft these guys were like not giving out their medical records, and the Kings no one wanted to work out for the Kings. Only person that really wanted to work out for us was Bagley. Even they said that Luka didn't give Vlade his medical records. So it's like, man, what is wrong with these guys that haven't even gotten to the league that are trying to dictate so much in the future? And look at Mo Bamba. I don't even think he starts.
Bro, they're privileged, bro. They don't get the yellow pieces in their Captain Crunch anymore.
You're right. These are some blueberry eating mother suckers, man. I can see Mo Bamba. I bet he's never had the yellow pieces in his Captain Crunch.
He didn't even know there was yellow pieces in Captain
Crunch.
Crunch.
Bruh, you probably right. He probably had a bowl of Captain Crunch with the yellow pieces and said, "What is that?"
He said, "No, excuse me, I want Captain Crunch, please."
He said, "Excuse me, somebody mixed in some cereal with my blueberry Captain Crunch. Who put these in with my blueberries?" You're so freaking right. But no, man. But that, all you rookies, y'all need to chill out, man. Make it to the rookie game first before you get a big head.
Man, I swear, dude. If I was if I was like a head coach or a GM, and I had all honestly, this class of rookies seemed like they were the most defiant. You know but you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't give out stuff, and they were being picky on where they wanted to go. They didn't want to do this. They didn't want to do that. They should have just not drafted any of them.
Yeah. No GM would have done that.
Scrubs. Ain't got no balls, bro.
But I feel like there's only right now, the way that everybody's playing, there's only 2 or 3 rookies that really can even say anything. And right now, actually 4, and I'm throwing our guy in there because when he plays, he balls. But Luka Doncic is balling right now. Certified killer. I don't know if everybody say he's going to be transcendent. I don't know if he's going to be transcendent because
he's looking pretty amazing though.
He looks amazing, looks good, but transcendent to me is like a freaking like a KD or like
Greg Oden,
like a Steph, like come on, man, Michael
Eddie
Jordan,
Curry.
like real like transcended. Like he's gonna be good. Don't get me wrong, he's gonna be good.
Greg Oden was transcendent, bro.
Trae Young's actually putting up stats, but good stats, bad team deal. I don't know if that's what it is, but he's putting up stats, man. He looks like he can ball. Jaren Jackson can play. Marvin Bagley can play. I don't care what anybody says.
Marvin Bagley got some defense to him.
That's what I'm saying. When he plays, he balls. And last night he had a bad game, but usually he's really efficient. Like the game before last, he played like 14, some weird number of minutes and grabbed like 16, 17 points. Bagley gets like he knows how to. That's the thing I like about Bagley. He knows how to his strengths. He uses them well. Like his jump hook, like that.
And his left hand.
Yeah, that left-handed jump hook is strong. It's way stronger than Costa Kufis's.
Costa Kufa's got the meanest floater in the league.
Oh, that half court that fool would take. I've never seen somebody do like a floater from the free throw line, being 7 foot tall.
They said, "Hey, Costa Kufis never misses these." And then all I see is him only miss them. Yeah. They're like, "Oh my god, that's crazy! We've never seen Costa Kufis miss a floater."
Like, last night at the game, Doug Christie was like, 9 out of 10 times that goes down, and I'm just like, exactly. I was like, what are you talking about? But I'm not gonna lie to you. I know we're kind of hard on Kufis sometimes, but he's been balling lately defensively. And that's all because your boy Willie Cauley-Stein refuses to play defense and refuses to rebound and refuses to do anything that a 7-footer should do. So Kufis is
Willie Trill I don't know, man. He's just trying to get his Instagram going.
Bro, like I said, you already know I'm off the Willie train. I just wish we would trade him already. Cause like last night watching the game against the Pacers was really frustrating, man. He refuses to get a rebound. You know what happened? He in the last 3 minutes and 40 seconds of the game, right? He hadn't blocked a single shot, hadn't barely rebounded the whole game. He got mad at Thaddeus Young, of all people. Thaddeus Young, I feel like I don't know Thaddeus, but he seems like he's one of the nicest guys in the NBA. He gives Thaddeus a forearm shiver. They call it technical foul, and then he starts like talking trash, and then he blocked a shot. I haven't seen Willie block a shot this whole year. He averages 0.4 blocks on the year. So
Willie.
He blocked the shot, and then he after that he had a nice alley-oop dunk. So he was for some reason he started playing hard. He waited till like the last 3 minutes and 40 seconds to play hard. Dude,
you need to play against Thaddeus Young more often.
Dude, somebody just needs. I don't know what Thaddeus did besides breathe. I was watching the game. I don't know what. I think he just. I don't know. I guess Willie wanted to win, but didn't want to put the effort in. And then when somebody started, when we realized we weren't going to win, he got mad. You know what? We should just start Bagley already. Bench Willie. Willie. The way that Willie plays is like one of those bigs that comes in and plays like 10, 15 minutes off the bench. That's it.
That's actually a pretty good role for him, I think. Just a little spark plug.
I think it is because all he can when you not even being disrespectful, but at this point, all he can do is just alley-oop dunks, right? That's all he can do. He doesn't block shots and he doesn't rebound. You just at that position, you can't just have somebody that just at least if they're not gonna block shots and rebound, they got to be a stretch 5 and shoot. He can't shoot.
He can't shoot.
He can't even shoot from the free throw. He's at 42% right now. And I like Willie. I'm off the Willie bandwagon. He pisses me off, but. If he was able to stay on the team, we pay him $5 million a year or something really cheap, but Willie cheap, something Willie cheap, something Willie cheap, and then we keep him. I'll be fine with that. But if he's looking for the bag, I know he said he was looking for the bag. If the Kings gave him that, if they pay him money, they would set the franchise back so far.
They probably will too.
They would set the franchise back. Willie's not the answer. They gotta let him go. Trade him for a 3. What do you think about Otto Porter Jr.?
What happened to him?
What do you? Because the Kings are looking at him still.
Oh, I'll take him, bro.
Even I honestly at this point,
I'll take him because he wears the glasses during the game.
I
I'm always ready to do some woodworking in the middle of a basketball game.
I actually like Otto Porter Jr. I
like him too.
Even though he's super
good, he can shoot and he can play D.
Even though he's super expensive. He's like a Justin Jackson, a Super Saiyan Justin Jackson. And Justin Jackson's kind of been coming on lately. So, I don't know if they're gonna make the deal.
Justin Jackson averaging 5 appearances a game.
Yeah, he's actually showing up. He had back-to-back threes last night. While the game was still in question. Like normally he comes live when it's like out of question. We're either winning or we're getting blown out. He'll like, it's my time to shine. But no, like these last like 3 or 4 games, like especially when we had the 3-game win streak just recently, he's came in and played good defense, rebounded. And this last game when it was like we were down like 3-6, we were down 7 points, he hit back-to-back threes. And then freaking my boy Troy Williams. Troy Williams does so much good stuff, and then he just does some stupid stuff.
That dude looks like he's 50 years old.
I know. Like I was watching, yeah, bro, he does. But this is the thing, Troy Williams, he has like tunnel vision, and it's always when we're like down 1 point, the momentum is going our way. This fool just takes the ball, waves off everybody, and then turns it over right in front of the basket. He tried to do like a behind the back 360 pass over. I don't know what he was doing, and turned the ball over, and that was the closest we ever got. And that's the second time he did that. And then he just, every time that happens, he needs to get benched. But I like his defense and I like his hustle, but sometimes he just gets these boneheaded plays. He waved off Bogey in the corner, and he just drove to the basket, and I was just like, what is this guy doing? But I still like him though, and he brings good hustle to the team. I just like our whole team.
Yeah, I like him.
And then, so that was a little the Kings court for the day. Y'all always gonna get a little Kings action in there. Try not to be too overbearing, but oh yeah. Also the Nuggets, man. The Nuggets are going through it. Nuggets are going through it right now. Paul Millsap.
Yeah, I didn't realize that they had so many dudes who are dead right now.
Yeah, Paul Millsap's toe is dead. He broke it. So I feel bad for Nuggets fans and the Nuggets organization because this is the second time in 2 years that he goes down around this time of the year.
I know.
They might just need to shut him down in December and just wait it out. So he broke his toe, and he's gonna get updated. He's gonna get checked out. Who knows how long he'll be out. Gary Harris is down for like 3 to 4 weeks. I think something wrong with his hip strain or something like that. On top of what's his name, Isaiah Thomas is he hasn't played the whole season because he's out with the injury, and Michael Porter Jr. they drafted him in this last draft, and he's been out with the back thing, so they're kind of thin. I think there's probably like another player that I'm forgetting that's hurt.
Didn't you say Barton was injured?
Yeah, William Barton, and he's actually really good. I like him a lot. He's like a do-it-all. He's like a Nicholas Batum type player, but he scores higher numbers. Like I think before he left, he was averaging like 17, 18 a game. So they lost that. So losing William Barton was already big, and they lost him early in the season. So that was a big hit, and they were playing pretty well without him. So you can just imagine how good this Nuggets team could be if they were fully healthy. But they just this year, I mean, they're doing the injury things. Last year, Paul Millsap went down for like 3 months. You got to think if Paul Millsap was there last year, they would have made the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Because they look pretty good with Millsap out there and when they're healthy. But
yeah, because last year they played the Timberwolves for like the last spot in the playoffs. And you can kind of say both teams because Jimmy Butler was gone for a minute and Paul Millsap was gone for a minute. But, you think if Paul Millsap played more last year, they make the playoffs. And, Paul Millsap is playing and they're like the best. I think they're the best team in the league right now, or best team in the West right now. Them or the Clippers.
They're definitely in the top
it's either
of the West.
Yeah, it's either them or the Clippers. I think the Raptors would have the best record in the league. I think they're like 21-4, 21-5, or 20-5 or something like that. Which is
I can't believe that the Raptors are doing that good.
I can. I'm with you, but I can kind of see it because when they just had DeMar DeRozan, they balled out with him. And they had their best record last year. They had something last year, right? And then Kawhi is just that much better than DeMar DeRozan. So I'm like, it just makes sense because they didn't really lose any. They just lost DeMar, and they added Kawhi and Danny Green. So just off Kawhi coming their defense, just off Danny Green coming in in place of DeMar DeRozan, their defense gets that much better. Just off Danny Green, right? No disrespect to DeMar DeRozan. But just switching on defense, switching Danny Green with DeMar DeRozan, your defense gets that much better. But instead, you say, you know what? I want Kawhi in there instead. Then your defense just gets on steroids. Because Kawhi's he's probably probably the best defender in the league right now.
Yeah.
I still remember that time when we thought we were gonna be good. That first year, it was after the summer when we had that they did that mashup with the Suicide Squad.
Oh.
You remember that first game at home?
Hell yeah.
Remember the first game? I think we went to that game. It was the first game at home, and we were playing the Spurs, and we were beating them, right? And then we're thinking we're really gonna push for a playoff spot this year. And then Ben McLemore.
Oh, he got dogged by Kawhi.
He was on the left wing or whatever. Kawhi steals the ball out of his hands and just dunks it.
He said, "Just give me that."
We come back. They come back down the court for some reason. I don't know why. Ben has the ball again, and Kawhi says, "Cookies." It just takes the ball and he's gone.
He said that and then just took it. He even told Ben Mac. He said,
Ben,
"I'm gonna get cookies." And
Ben
Ben
said,
huh?
Yeah, Ben said, "Where?" He said, "I'm a pizza guy."
He said, "You say pizza?"
He said, "Pizza? I don't got cookies. I got pizza." And then Kawhi just took that and dunked it, man. And you know the thing is, I remember Ben fouled him on the second time he dunked it. So it was like a 5-point swing, and then we just lost. Because Kawhi. Dang you, Kawhi. Kawhi killed our season that year. In the first game of the season.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. I digress. When we do make the playoffs, I know for a fact it's going to be with this iteration of the team that we have right now. So, yeah. So, all right. So we talked about basketball for a minute, and by minute I mean 57 of those. In boxing, there was a fight. There was a fight last night. I don't know, Lomachenko and Pedraza. Lomachenko beat Pedraza now, so there's a belt unification. I think Lomachenko has the WBA and the WBO or WOB belts. So, that's that unification fight. I really want him to fight Gervonta Davis, because Gervonta Davis fought Pedraza and he beat Pedraza in the 7th round. And Lomachenko beat him in, I think, the 11th round. So I think that would be like a super fight. That would be crazy, because both of those dudes are crazy. I think Gervonta Davis is avoiding him, as you should, because Lomachenko is crazy.
I don't even know who Lomachenko is.
He's this.
Is he that Ukrainian dude?
Yeah.
Because there's 3 Ukrainian dudes who are all from the same gym or something, and all in different weights, and there's Alexander Yulsik or whatever.
No, it's Vasyl. I can't even say his first name. Vasyl Lomachenko.
Is he the dude who has 8 fights?
Nah, he has he should have let me see his record.
What did I just say? What are their where are they from? Ukraine.
Yeah, you said Ukraine. Yeah, they're from Ukraine. He has 13 fights.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of fights, right?
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of fights right now.
He's a little guy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's a light fighter.
Yeah, he's lightweight. He's super featherweight. Lightweight, super featherweight. Yeah, I think he's at one. I forgot what weight class he's at. But yeah, it's him. He's a dope fighter, bro. He's really good. And
yeah, I've only heard great things about him, because he didn't have I saw that his record was a few months ago or a year ago. He didn't have a lot of fights, but everyone was talking about how he's going to these title fights. Yeah. So
the thing is, he doesn't have a lot of professional fights.
Yeah.
But on the amateur circuit, he's battle tested. He's on the amateur circuit. He's been fighting since 2017. So yeah,
that's 1 year, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2007. 2007.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I just caught that. Yeah, he's been fighting since 2007, but professionally,
I was like, that's a veteran.
no, professionally, I don't think he's been fighting that long. Probably like 5 years or so. But and he's 30, so I think 30 is when you start winding down a little bit. You getting old. I think all across the board, sports wise, you're in the 30 is like your prime pretty much.
Yeah.
And then you start winding down. You go downhill from there. So I want to see him fight Gervonta Davis. I think that would be a dope fight. I think that would almost be a super fight or a super bout. So hopefully they can put that off. But I think I don't know if both guys want to fight each other because they both probably might hurt one another. So we'll see. We'll see if that happens. In football, I think the Saints clinched their division. They just beat the Buccaneers. Came back from I think 14 I don't know if I can't remember. And they beat the Buccaneers. And the Chiefs, I think they secured their playoff spot. They beat the Ravens.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that as a headline.
The Browns
they came back and beat them.
Browns beat the Panthers. Disappointing. What happened? What the hell, Cam? So the Browns have 5 games. They won 5 games this year.
They won more games than the Suns.
Yeah. Whoa. That's big. That's actually something. And the Suns probably played twice as many games. Or
Suns suck.
The Suns. That's bad. That's bad. Oh, did you see that? Did you see the Dolphins beat the Patriots?
Oh, I think I kind of like glanced and saw it.
Yeah, they pretty much did that backyard bullshit. That's basically what it was. They did backyard bullshit and they scored. It was beautiful. Anytime that you can do backyard bullshit on a team in the NFL, it's always beautiful. It's always beautiful. So they got that. Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much it. I think the Eagles are playing the Cowboys right now.
The Eagles suck, dude.
That's still disappointing. Well, like that's probably to me that's like one of the most disappointing things about this NFL season is the Eagles.
Yeah, my friend was like, "Oh, it's the Super Bowl hangover." It's like, bro, you guys just suck.
Yeah, the Super Bowl hangover. I don't know. I think that's. I don't know. I think if that's a Super Bowl hangover, that's the worst Super Bowl hangover in the history. Because I think because when you think about it, the Panthers have been on like a freaking 3-year hangover then, and they didn't even win though. Panthers have a hangover for a minute, and they didn't even drink.
They didn't, man.
So the most disappointing teams for me in the NFL this year so far has been the Packers and the Eagles, man. I thought y'all was gonna be better than that. I thought both teams were gonna be better than that.
Yeah, it's crazy what's happening with the Packers.
Yeah, and they fired their coach too.
Yeah.
Probably too late, 2 years too late, but but whatever. And biggest surprise, obviously for me, Chiefs, Texans.
Yeah,
Texans
I
turn
agree
around.
with that.
I like the Texans. They've been really good after that slow start. I think
they lost today though.
I didn't watch that game. Who they lose?
Yeah, they lost by 3 to the Colts.
That sucks.
Yeah. That was our team, bro. The Texans are our team.
I know. And the Colts are like my old team. I just stick with the horses, bro.
Wait, the Texans are a horse?
They are. I'm pretty sure they're a horse.
Bro, what kind of horses you be looking at?
No, I think I got them mixed up.
They got like a bull on their helmet.
I always thought that was a horse.
Huh.
Huh.
You thinking about the Broncos?
No, I'm looking at it right now. I don't know how I thought that. But yeah, so Texans, they've been a surprise for me. A good surprise. Chiefs been a good surprise. But yeah.
And the doo-doo Browns.
The Browns, that 5 games, yeah, that's a surprise. Yeah, that's a surprise for sure. I mean, I thought they were going to win 1 game this year. I was like...
Yeah, they actually look kind of decent. It's crazy.
Yeah, and they tied... Didn't they tie like 2 games?
They definitely tied with the Steelers, I think. I don't know if they did another one.
I'm pretty sure they tied 2 games. Let me look at the Browns record.
Football's not really our forte.
It's not at all, but still. Oh yeah, they only tied 1 game. They could have been 6-7 right now. They could have been the Panthers. The Panthers are 6-7.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. You know, maybe they win that game and they get more confidence. They probably could have made the playoffs this year, or been in some type of wild card situation. If they would have had confidence earlier, if they would have fired Hugh Jackson, that's who their coach was, right? Hugh Jackson.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, if they would have fired him earlier, they probably would have been winning earlier. They probably could have made the playoffs this year, man. Shout out to the Browns, y'all. You guys.
Shout out to you guys, man. You guys are always the doo-doo Browns, and now you guys are still the doo-doo Browns, but
I got love
you're a little bit better.
I got love for any Cleveland-based team because you guys bear my last name. So, you know, I always got love for them.
You a Cavs fan?
No, I got no, not at all. But deep down inside, I'm like, I wish you guys would play better. my last name's on this thing, man. Like, I was like, yo, can y'all get back on defense or something? Yeah, it's just, you know, they got my last name, so it is what it is. So, oh man, so we hit the sports, we hit them all today, man.
We did it.
Except we hit the important ones. Nobody talking about baseball.
That ain't important, bro.
Oh, is the championship game next week or what?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the World Series is coming up.
I think it is actually.
Boy, I tell you, man. I tell you what, man. They got a chance, those Dodgers. They got a chance, man. Shout out to baseball fans. I'm pretty sure the Dodgers lost. Actually, yeah. What's that dude's name?
Lost. Yeah, they for sure lost.
What is that? Is that dude on the Dodgers? Puig? That's his name, or
Poop. Puig.
There was somebody on the Dodgers. I saw a highlight of him twerking on the bat, and I was like, I hope they lose.
That's the same dude who licks his bat.
That's the same dude. Yeah, I saw that fool. That fool was over there shaking his rump, and I was like, I knew why I hated LA-based teams, man. That was so disappointing. Every time dudes don't need to shake the rump like that. They got this new Jack in the Box commercial. For this new Jack in the Box sandwich, and it's these dudes twerking, bro. And I'm like, yo,
man, that's what I'm saying. Commercial?
They're just twerking, and like I can't.
They're just trying to make people mad.
Well, it's pissing me off because the Kings are like sponsored by Jack in the Box or some shit like that.
Oh crap!
And so that commercial comes on like 7 times during the game, and I just gotta like pull out my DS and play my video games. That sounds kind of bad.
Yo, you heard of this dance move called the Woe?
No.
I had some student show it to me. He was sitting there and he started like shaking, and then he like threw something up in the air and he caught it and he started shaking again. I was like, dude, what in the world are you doing? He said, it's the Woe.
Hold on, let me look it up. Hold on, I got it right now.
And then he said, you never heard of the Woe challenge? I was like, if I didn't even know what I was looking at, how am I gonna know what the Woe challenge is?
So this got to be new. No, I don't know.
I was just curious, bro.
No, I don't know this. This something else. Cause
it just didn't make no sense.
Well, that's gonna be on. I can already tell that's gonna be on Fortnite next week, though.
Probably.
It's gonna be on Fortnite. So, oh, dude. Okay, so did you? Cause I texted you about watching Blue Planet 2 on Netflix.
Oh yeah, I must start watching that.
Cause it came out in 2017, and I was watching it last night. The visuals are amazing, like. Because like I've been watching a lot of documentaries, animal documentaries, and I was like, man, some of these are like old. Like there was one from like 2003, and like the footage is.
Wait, is David Attenborough the?
Oh yeah, of course, of course. Of course, David Attenborough's the homie.
When that dude's always the narrator.
Dude, when that dude passes away, like.
Whoa, dude, come on.
I'm gonna be sad.
Don't even say it.
Like a lot of people say they want. A lot of people say they want Morgan Freeman to narrate their lives. Nah, fam. You can have Morgan Freeman. I want David Attenborough. Is it Attenborough?
Attenborough, yeah.
Yeah, I want David Attenborough, bro. Could you imagine? So Robert wakes up in the morning, and the first thing that goes on his mind is to use the bathroom after a long scratch of his anus. Like that, bro. Like if he narrated Like your life, it just sounds. It would be like it's so smooth. Shout out to you, David Attenborough. You don't.
Or I'd probably be down with James Earl Jones.
Oh, nah, whoa, Darth Vader.
He does some of the documentaries too.
Darth Vader.
Yeah, he said. And then they just had like bears in the background, just like running, frolicking, doing something. You want to know what they're doing because this is the narrator. He said.
Bear turn around like, what the hell is that? All right, hey, unqualified, uneducated guys out there and girls, and pronouns. If you
God, just keep going.
Who would you guys want to narrate your life? What do you want? Morgan Freeman, David Attenborough, James Earl Jones, your boy Robert. I'd narrate your life for a cool $5. The whole thing.
That's a bargain.
I'm talking about from birth to whenever to your untimely demise. I'll narrate that whole sucker real quick. I'll narrate the out of your life, man. So let us know. Let us know who would you have narrate your life. Hey, shout me. Hey, throw me that quick $5. I got you.
That's a come up, you guys.
Hey, I'm just trying to get money for the channel, bro.
Good.
We got to get these.
I'll narrate people's lives too for 25 cents because I know I ain't got that ability.
Hey, and if you hire both of us, it's $5.25, and we'll do like a double. Like we'll have like a commentary, bro, about your life.
Oh, that would be good, dude.
Yo, it's $5.25 for a commentary by unqualified and uneducated. Hit us up. That's clean.
Send us a video of your whole life, though, so we can do it.
We need the footage. And
we need the footage. We're not going to record it for you.
Yeah, no matter how boring your life is, we'll narrate that mother sucker real quick. We'll do it real quick. Okay. Lastly, last thing. Like, I know you got to go, but have you seen the new Avengers trailer yet?
I haven't even seen the last Avengers movie.
Okay. Okay. I'm glad. This is why you and I are really cool. Because I've had 5 people send me the trailer, but y'all know my rules. I don't watch trailers. Why would I watch a trailer for a movie and it tells me what the movie's gonna be? Trailers nowadays tell you what happens in the beginning, the middle, and the end. So when you walk into the movie, you already know what happens in the movie. What's the point of paying for the movie after you've watched the trailer? I'ma show up. You don't gotta show me the trailer. You know what?
And nowadays they be putting the, you know how at the end of all these Avenger movies they be start leaking into the next movie, featuring the next movie. They be putting that in the trailer too.
That's what is ridiculous. You know what the greatest trailer of all time was? The greatest trailer of all time was in Pokemon. All right. So Pokemon Mewtwo Returns, right? That wasn't the first time that we saw Mewtwo. Actually, it was Ash and Brock and Misty. They go to trash that. First, Gary, he goes to that town after you leave Pallet Town, where the 8th gym leader, where Giovanni is, where his gym is, and Gary fights Mewtwo, right? He fights him in the show, and you don't know what that. You're like, what? Who's that Pokemon? Who's that Pokemon? You're like, you don't know, and that thing is destroying. Gary had his Arcanine and I think a Rhydon or a Nidoking, and they were attacking Mewtwo, and Mewtwo just psychic them out the way, right? Just destroyed Gary. So then Ash comes up and he's like, "Oh, come on, Brock, Misty, let's go, Pikachu!" And Gary's like, "You guys, you're not gonna beat that thing." And then Ash is gonna fight him, but the Mewtwo is gone. He fights like Jesse and James or whatever for his 8th badge. So. That was that was the trailer for Mewtwo Returns right there. I saw Mewtwo. I saw how strong he was. That was it. That's all you needed. And then like I think 3 weeks or later or some odd time later, they said Mewtwo movie coming out. Then they started promoting the movie. But as far as trailers went, it worked within the show, nice and smooth. It showed me new content that I had never seen before, and that wasn't in the movie. You know what I mean? That's what a trailer should do. It should show you content that's not going to be in the movie. So when you see the movie, you're not spoiled. But
that's true, bro. I'm tired of trailers.
But you know, that's just me going on a tangent, telling all you people out there, stop sending me trailers of Avengers, bro. Like, chill.
Plus, you already know it's gonna happen.
Everybody did.
Everybody, yeah.
Everybody gonna die. Everybody going down.
Everybody gonna die. They're gonna be a happy ending, something like that.
Oh yeah, actually, probably everybody's gonna live again.
Yeah, everyone's gonna get resurrected.
Yeah, they're gonna get the Dragon Balls. And
they're gonna get the Dragon Balls and the Resurrection Stone from Harry Potter, bro.
Oh, so they're it's gonna be a super crossover.
It's a super mega crossover, dude.
Oh, they're gonna have Goku in there. They're gonna have Harry Potter in there. Yo, Avenger 4 is about to be lit. Avengers 4Z, the Sorcerer's Stone. I'd watch it.
I'd watch it too, bro.
I'd watch that.
And you know who's going to be narrating the movie?
Oh, my boy.
Dave Attenborough.
Attenborough that would be clean. I'd watch that movie instantly. So, shout out to all you guys who watched to listen to the whole video. You got anything else you want to talk about, or we hit everything?
I think we hit everything. We should give them a preview, though, for the next episode.
Bro, y'all want a trailer for the next episode? No, screw trailers. Who else? We got beef with anybody else?
Yeah, Jimmy Butler.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Jimmy. Like,
I got beef with Jimmy, and I got beef with Klay Thompson, and I got beef with KD, and I got beef with Kareem Hunt, and I got beef with Ray Rice, and I got beef with the switch that Adrian Peterson used to hit his son.
Oh boy. I just got beef with cancer, bro.
Oh, bro, me too.
Yeah. Nah, I probably got beef with other people, but I'm gonna find out my list and I'm gonna let y'all know who I got beef with. Because if Carr don't mess with you, unqualified and uneducated don't mess with you either. Unless you want to come over the show and get an interview, then
Yeah, then you guys can come over. That's cool.
Yeah, Jimmy, like if you want to pull up for an interview, you can come up anytime, bro.
Yeah, we just got to keep talking a bunch of smack on KD, so then he says something about us. Like, look at these busters keep talking crap about me.
They don't even play basketball.
There's so much traffic.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, KD would be like, these guys don't even play basketball. They ain't got millions of dollars. They don't got this. And we'd be like, he right.
He's so right.
That's
he's still a snake.
Yeah. I bet you KD
the Voldemort of the NBA.
I bet he understood what that means. He's
only Harry Potter knows what you're saying.
And KD.
And KD.
KD was like, that's a North American garden snake, 8 feet long, male, 17 years old. Whoa, we covered a bunch of stuff. Any last words to the fans out there?
If you guys followed, or if you guys stayed on this long, make sure you go follow our Twitter, because we still probably only have 6 people follow on our Twitter. Follow our Twitter, give us a little shout out on there, because that'd be cool, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, follow us on Instagram as well. Facebook, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Podbean. Those shirts are coming soon, I promise. And
shirts will be out easily by 2021.
Don't say that, bro. That's way too soon, man. Give me some.
You're right.
Give me some time, bro. Jeez.
ETA 2021 to 2028.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely, and continue to support us. Check out the other channel we got called well, not another channel, but the other series we do called Podcasting with the Squad. It's just with us and random people that are with us at the moment. So far it's just been me and some random people that I put on there, but Carl will probably put up some episodes with him and his friends if they don't.
My friends are trash.
Yeah, mine dude. Well, as always, stay unqualified, live uneducated, and we out.